today, so I just wanted to come on and share a few thoughts. As you all know, I don't hit every news article that comes out about Harry and Meghan. The bits I feel, the bits my emotional reaction goes, ugh! That's not okay. I don't want to hear that today. Thank you very much. You know, it's a bit much. I just simply share my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions to you like a true movie review, because quite frankly, after everything we've seen and gone through as they force fed us their pain every day on a loop, it sort of makes you want to. It makes you react, and nobody asked for this, but they chose to invite us in and drag us in the hope we would attack their family and applaud them, but it never worked that way, and it continues. And I've just been listening to two royal reporters speak upon Harry's returning home, in how he's coming home, and this time he's got options. Poor Harry's never had options before. I'm just like, what? As we know, last time when he came to stay with the Spencers, his mum's childhood home, or should I say acres of land. And prior to that, we all know that he stayed in a hotel, and it was a bit of a really chucking the toys out the pram. It was like, no, I'm a man. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm going to let the world know, Dad, that I'm here in this hotel when you've got all these homes. It was a manipulation of this position that he's in, as he wanted to play with the people to drag sympathy towards him. And I just hear about Harry in the options he's now got, and I just think, isn't that a part of the problem? Isn't it a part of the problem that Harry is always had options? He had that many options, he didn't know what to do with them. He was born into options. You want to be the patron in the name of a charity? You've got that instantly because you are born into this family, because you are a prince, because you and your brother and anyone else born with and amongst us, they get to go on to this stage and be whoever they want to be. They get to be and live. Okay, they get marred by the press, the media, just like most celebrity who choose to play the game. Yes, they're unlucky because they're born in. But here's the thing. I would have that stance with Harry if he walked away to find free from the media, from the spectator kind of world, if he didn't just inject himself and sit on a sofa and maintain this game that he had such a strong stance against. The books, the sofa, the continual, the documentaries, the dipping in to bask in all that is royal family, whilst he stepped away and collected awards as he dissed this family to the globe. It's been constant. The hypocrisy, I've seen levels like we've never seen before. And I just wish he could find some humble. And I wish he would take that tour bus and go and tour the young offenders' prisons all over the country, all over the globe, in fact, of the young boys who were let down by a family, who were let down by a system, who found themselves, sadly, harming another because they were harmed by another. And as the cycle continues of generational trauma and abuse, and it's a sad day for most who are left confused. These people will not be getting millions of pounds on their 40th birthday left to them in trust because they felt so bad because his brother would be king and he was just this spare, but millions of pounds we will be given. I don't know, maybe it's me, but I can't. Maybe it's just because I'm a mere mortal on the street and I look and I hear, about Harry's got options and, he'll take the hit. He will risk it. But he won't do that for his wife and children. And as a parent, I get that. I understand you would not want to risk your children's safety and security. Absolutely not. But we all know that all he's got to do is ring up 28 days beforehand, and there will be a crew ready to receive them, to protect them, to make sure they're secure. But we also all know through Meghan and all the puff pieces and the leaks and how her history will tell us she will just move on from the next and won't look back, she won't dwell, that she doesn't want to return to the UK. She's done. She doesn't want any of that, the drama she's created hanging on. She don't want to enter our streets because she's scared of a boo. She doesn't want to do that, and that's what I just feel like. Is this really a dynamic within their family where she's just clinging on to the hope that the government don't give in and don't give him that security, so she hasn't got to have that real conversation of like, I'm not going back, Harry. She's just going, yeah, one day when they give you the security, me and the kids will come along with you. And he's there fighting, even though the judge is saying, no, you're wasting your time. But he continues on anyway in this desperate bid because he believes by some miracle, should they give in, that she will come along and he will get the happy family that he destroyed in the first place. And that's what I think. That's what I think what's really going on behind the scenes. And I was also thinking today, because I'm going to go off and I digress, as I speak upon the people that come out with so much hate for Camilla. And I get it, I've seen it, I grew up around it, because when that hit the ground and went off, and Charles, Camilla, Diana, people were watching, people were feeling these characters that garnered this stage, this option stage that they all take and get. People felt sadness and anger, a reaction, a bit like I'm giving today upon Meghan Markle, which got me thinking, and I've said this before on my other social media. Meghan Markle is just the modern day Camilla. She is. The people back then felt the devastation that Diana would go through. They felt the hurt. They see the heartbreak around her family. They felt for those boys, this connection. But what do we have today? Me speaking this way because I feel the heartbreak of Diana's two boys and the devastation, the isolation and segregation, the unnecessary pain that they've gone through. And as a mom, I know if Diana was alive, that she would take that heartbreak time and time again that she went through. If it meant watching her children like Harry, wanting to keep them safe, wanting to protect them, wanting them to be together, she wouldn't want to see them go through this pain. And we as moms who watched Diana and felt that pain that she went through with Camilla, we're watching that pain that those two boys will be going through deep down and being separated away. And we know how William will be feeling, we know how Harry will be feeling, and we know if Diana was alive how she will be feeling. So we look at Meghan Markle, this one who stepped into Harry's life, who didn't know there was an issue before she came into his life, and we see the isolation, the segregation, her running history of never having anyone by her side, and once she's hurt them and she moves on and she don't look back, hence why we know she won't come back to the UK anytime soon. And I just think she is just the modern day Camilla. Difference being though, in my opinion, that Camilla remained dedicated and by Charles's side. She allowed him to keep his family when she could have simply just said walk away, and I believe he would have, because I believe what we see before us is love, whether people like it or not. Sadly Diana got hurt, but sadly again William, Harry, Kate, Catherine and the Queen, Philip, so many people got hurt and burnt by the actions and behaviours of these two people coming together and what they wanted to inflict and the hate they wanted to bring. And the people watched that. They felt a reaction to that. They felt a motive to that. So a bit like me growing up, and my mom used to say about her hate towards Camilla, and still going on this current day for my mom. When I see royal family events in the future, whatever will be, whether Harry and Meghan comes back in for celebrations as they heal, when my children ask me who is that woman, I will just naturally give a true, honest reflection of what I feel. But the difference is, if Meghan never comes back to the UK and she never shows respect to our monarchy and that same dedication, she won't take the good. My children won't take the good that I took in Camilla and watching her give back after she'd done so bad. Does that make sense? I feel like I've just gone off on a tangent. It's hard to once I get started, God.